Hello everyone, I'm Vito, I'm the founder here at Atarim, and today we released a brand new update, version 2.2. There's a bunch of new stuff that came with this release, so we're going to go through just some of them. If you want to see the full list of changes and bug fixes that were released on this update, you can check out the changelog or right on this post where I'm sharing this video. So we're going to go through some of the highlights. So the first thing, push images to media folder. So you can now push images directly from the client interface plugin or from the agency dashboard with one click into the local WordPress website. Another thing is significant UI changes, and we're going to show. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. A really elevated experience for you and for your clients. We have new functionality added to the sidebar on the client interface plugin. You can also now access the general task button from a much more easier way. Also, within the comments, you can now click them to open the links directly, and we optimize the speed of the experience as well as reduce the size of the plugin file itself or the folder itself. And of course, this is just some of those highlights from this big release. So let's dive in and see what we have here. So let's start with push images to media folder. So right now I'm inside the demo website, and I'm going to want to replace this image with another. So change this image, and we're going to post this and upload an image that we will replace this with. Let's say this one. So now that your client has provided this image, if we hover over it, we see a new icon that will just click on it, and it will push the image directly into the media folder. This is instead of needing to open the image and then save it into your browser, then going into the media folder, and then going back to find where exactly that should be. So I'll show you the process of how it's used to be. So now I need to go to media, add new, upload the file, choose it from here, and upload it, right? But instead of that, I just click that button and it's right over here. So all that is left to do is just choose and use. Same thing we can also do from the agency dashboard. Let's refresh this one. So we get the latest task, change this image, there it is, and you see this little icon, click on it, and now it pushed this to the media folder. Going back to the media folder, we should now have two versions of this file. There we go. Huge time saver. And what we're trying to do with this is, first of all, you're not getting all of the images inside the media folder. They're hosted on our side or files. And then if you need something, you just click the button and it's going to push it in straight away. Next up, we have significant UI changes. So let's have a look at the client interface plugin to see what I mean by that. First of all, you can see that the stickers now have a different cooler view that is kind of distinct to our system. And if we go to the sidebar, you can also see those items right here. If I'm going to close this one, open a task, you can see that there is now a nice fade when I open the task bubble, as well as when I click on the general task. Everything now is fading in, adding a bit of animation and a bit of more character to the different elements. This is happening not only on the client interface plugin, but also inside the agency dashboard. You can see that we brought back the task numbers. This is based on user requests. What we wanted to do is, and the reason why we removed them in the first place was to make sure that you are focused within the agency dashboard. You don't need to go back to the website every time because you have auto screenshots that describe exactly what the request is. So you don't need to hunt for those numbers. But if the client is referencing a certain number, then you needed to see that, and that's why we brought them back. If you hover over the completed ones, you can also see them right here. Also, you will notice inside the agency dashboard that we've upgraded all of the fonts throughout, so they are much more crisp and a lot nicer to look at. The same stickers experience is now added to the boards as well, so you can see them right here as well as here, and also the fonts and everything is nice and smooth. Next up, we have new sidebar functionality. So if we're going to go to the client interface plugin and open the tasks, open the sidebar right here, you can see that we moved two of the icons from here in the bottom bar over to the top right hand side here. So we can filter tasks inside the sidebar just by tapping this in real time. And we can see them by urgency as well, for by priority. If we have anything that has a high priority. And we also added real-time search. So I can start typing and say, change this image. There we are. Clicking on it will, of course, open the task for you. The test, there is some kind of a test one here as well, and so on. So really quick search directly from the sidebar. Let's do the image. Oh, I misspelled this one. Image here. Another thing that you will notice is that now the general task button is much more accessible. Going back to the client interface plugin, you can see that we moved the button from being hidden under the comment. Before, when you clicked on the comment, only then the button was visible, but now it's visible in first view. So clients can click on this and leave generic requests regarding the website as a whole, as opposed to just clicking the plus icon and choosing anything on the page itself. While we're here, and in case you missed it, on the last update, we added compact mode. So let's turn on compact mode quickly. From the settings screen, there we go, going back to the front end. And you can see that right now I don't have the bottom bar, and I have a cleaner view for usually for after the build, and this is perfect. If I'm going to click on this, it's going to open the sidebar where I still have the different functionalities that we added on this update. If I need a general task, I'm just going to hover over this widget, which will create a general task for me. Of course, if I need to create a new task, I just click the plus icon like we used to do before, and we can make the logo bigger. And finally, we have a little bonus, which is the enhanced approved page function. So if we're going to go back to the website and I have a page that was not approved before, we can see that we have the approve button right here. If we're going to click on it, we have a new pop-up that allows us to mark all the tasks on this page as complete with one check. More than that, clicking this button is going to mark this page as approved, of course, as well as trigger a notification to the webmaster just to let you know that this page was approved, and you can move on with the other pages of the project. When I hit refresh, I can see that all the tasks are complete here on the sidebar, and that this button is now unclickable, and this page is marked as approved. Something to consider, this is irreversible. So a page can only be approved once, and once it's done, it's done. Now, before we wrap up this session, I wanted to show you what is coming next. So this is just a few highlights from the upcoming functions and features that we're working on. One thing that I'm really excited about is the advanced time tracking and brandable reports that are coming to the agency dashboard, and that should happen throughout this month. Next month, we have email inbox with auto client filters, so you can use emails to get requests from your clients, really canceling Zendesk or Freshdesk or all of those additional tools, or Gmail really that you're using. You're going to have your own inbox inside the agency dashboard that will automatically create tasks, allow you to, will automatically find the client email and filter them into the relevant website, as well as dropping a task inside the relevant boards so that you can systemize your work further through email, which is a new communication channel that we're opening for you. Last one, and it's a cool one, is the responsive views inside the client interface plugin. So you can quickly move between desktop to mobile to tablet and see the design and approve the design from the different viewports. So have an amazing weekend. Thanks for being with us. And if you have any questions or challenges, please reach out to the support@atarim.io, as well as using the live chat right on our website. See you soon.